Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be going over the installation of Anaconda in Windows 10, and we're going to talk about a few of the nuances, why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to explain Anaconda, the tool itself, or explain what Python is or RStudio. And this is just to get it set up correctly on your computer so you don't have to struggle like I did in trying to find a good YouTube or tutorial online. So let's get going. First thing we're going to do is you're going to want to download Anaconda on a hard drive that has a little bit of space. I guess you could do an SSD drive if you want. It's going to run faster obviously, but can take up anywhere up to 5 gigs. And depending on how many libraries you get, Anaconda does have some pre-installed libraries. So what I like to do is install it on a hard drive that has quite a bit extra space. So I'm going to create a folder just right here on the D drive and call it Anaconda. So let's now go Google Anaconda download. So Anaconda download, this is going to be Python 3.7. This is a new version that's out. And we're going to just hit this big button. I believe the default is 64-bit. If you know that you use a 32-bit, and just manually click there. Otherwise, let's download that. Alright, we got the download completed. Let's open that up. Alright, so hit next, agree to this, pretend like you read it. So I don't care about any of the specifications, so I'm just going to do it with just me. The default is going to be on the C drive. Let's change this to that new folder we just created. And that's going to be wherever you put that. So select the folder, hit OK. Let's go to next. So this requires about 3 gigabytes of space. So I'm not using any other program for Python. This is going to be my default one. Alright. So let's wait until this is done installing. Alright, we got the download installed. Let's hit next. So this is going to ask if we want to use Microsoft VS Code. So for those familiar with Microsoft Excel or the Office programs, has somewhat the same feel. This is actually a pretty nice interface. I like to use it occasionally. At work, I do not have the access to do this. It does take administrative access to download this. So the nice thing with Anaconda, you don't need administrative access to get all these other interfaces, but the VS Code for Microsoft does require it. So for right now, I'm not going to do that. If you want it, it's very easy to go through the steps of installing that. So right now I'm not going to learn more about Anaconda. Let's just finish it up. Alright, so Anaconda is installed. You'll see what it looks like. You notice all these new nothing. Anaconda doesn't automatically put anything anywhere. So it's kind of inconvenient. Hoping that there's some button to click to open up Anaconda, and there isn't any. So what you do is go into the start screen. Let's start typing Anaconda. So there's Anaconda Navigator. So open that up. Notice the screen will flash a few times. It's opening a lot of different options. So here we can see what is currently installed. We have Jupyter Lab Notebook, Qt Console, Spider, VS Code. Looks like I previously downloaded VS Code. So before we get into that, what I want to show you guys, if we want to pin this, I like to pin these to the taskbar. So I love having these buttons here. Let's close out of here. Quit Anaconda, don't show again. Notice what happens when I click this, try and open it up again. Nothing happens. So pinning to the taskbar doesn't actually do anything for us. So what we want to do, go to where this file is right here. Let's pin this to the taskbar. Unpin from taskbar. So now when we open it up, it'll open it up just like it normally does. Now we have it pinned to the taskbar. Alright, so let's open up spider. Alright, so this is what it's going to look like right as you start. Hopefully, well, if you're not familiar with Spider, there are definitely tutorials on it. We can go over those later. But all of the libraries that are pre-installed on Anaconda will automatically be loaded in here, so you don't have to install probably 90% of the libraries that you use with Python. So if you need to download a new library for Python, what we want to do is go to the Anaconda prompt. So just type in Anaconda. We're going to want to change the directory. So I'm going to right click, open file location, and change the properties of this so in the future when I open it up I don't have to continue doing this. I'm going to change the start in to this path in Anaconda. Right there. So apply, okay, and now when you open Anaconda prompt you can do it from this folder. Let's do it how I usually do in the future. Just go to Anaconda prompt, and in here you can start loading whatever libraries you need. So pip install profit. Hopefully everyone found this useful. If you like this, please leave a comment below and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for joining me, and good luck with your coding in Anaconda.